Good morning and welcome to another edition of Islamic Finance Weekly, where we discuss and give incisive analysis on the non-interest finance market and its benefits. One of the biggest setbacks to Nigeria's economic advancement 61 years after independence is the fact that it does not have a vibrant and inclusive insurance sector. Despite its huge population of over 190 million, the potentials of the insurance industry is still yet to be fully tapped to achieve a robust financial sector and booming economy. With a penetration of less than 3%, the Takaful market has been described as the opportunity for deepening the insurance industry in the country. It has a great prospect for a wider reach to the mass populace because of the values it presents. Today, the focus of our conversation will be on Takaful and the growth of Nigeria's insurance industry with Mr. Sulaiman Zubairu, Head Takaful Unit, National Insurance Commission, NAICOM. Good morning, Mr. Sulaiman. Thank you very much for coming on the program.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right. Before we begin this conversation, let's start with some key events to watch in the Nigerian non-interest finance market. The International Islamic University Malaysia Nigeria chapter will organize its annual conference on Sunday, October 10, 2021, discussing the theme, the role of Islamic banking and finance in stabilizing the Nigerian economy. The webinar will have as keynote speaker Malam Garba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant Media and Publicity to the President, and other seasoned experts in the Islamic finance industry. Also, the annual flagship conference of the Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Financial Institutions IOFI Sharia Board Conference will take place next week on the 12th to 13th October virtually. The webinar will be joined by more than 20 renowned Sharia scholars and other experts from around the world to discuss some of the most important topics within the industry. We will take a break, and when we return, we will start this conversation. Islamic finance has been misunderstood by many to be a religious product aimed at only Muslims. But that is not the case. Since the 2008 global financial crisis, Islamic finance has become an attractive segment of the financial market, promoting sustainable development and economic empowerment. Join me every Friday on the Islamic Finance Weekly at 11 a.m. West African time as we discuss Connect the Globe on Islamic finance and its benefits. It features experts, scholars, analysts, policymakers, and regulators who provide insight on the capital market, banking, personal finance, Islamic insurance, financial literacy, waqf, halal, and all other aspects of finance and the economy. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back. The focus of our conversation is still around Takaful and the growth of Nigeria's insurance industry with my guest, Mr. Sulaiman. First, Mr. Sulaiman, let me start with the fact that Nigerian insurance sector remains largely underdeveloped with insurance penetration less than 3%. What is your assessment of the insurance sector and its contribution to the growth of the economy?
Good morning, viewers. First of all, I would like to appreciate the presenter, the Web TV, for organizing these interviews. It is really encouraging, and it will go a long way in diffusing the message of Islamic finance generally in Nigeria. Thank you very much. First of all, the issue of low penetration, if you look anywhere, see there is a low penetration in insurance. It portends also an opportunity, a huge opportunity to be tapped. So Nigeria remains there are a lot of opportunities for insurance that are not being tapped. For instance, in the report of Vision 2020, it presented the insurance grossly on tax. Also, considering the EFINA report, EFINA is a non-governmental organization, which means enhancing financial innovation and access. So they usually conducted a survey after two years. So from 2015 to I think 2018, there was a report they did on financial inclusion. From that report, it is clear that one of the key reasons why Nigerians are not taking insurance, about 20% of the adult population are against insurance because of their religious beliefs. So the introduction of Takaful, we believe it will go a long way in improving the financial access or insurance access in Nigeria. So generally, yes, I believe the insurance industry have a long way to go, but I also am optimistic that there is a lot of potential for us to be tapped. The question is, how are we going to tap those potentials? How are we going to tap it is by actually going more into sensitization and what have you. But the best way to market insurance in anywhere globally is to enhance on claims payment. So because to market insurance, especially in a country like ours, it's very difficult marketing insurance product for an ordinary Nigerian. But the best way is those that are into insurance, if the insurance operators will improve their claim management. If you did a very good job in paying one claim, if a happy customer can do a marketing for that your 20 of your marketers cannot do, because he already experienced the proposition, and he will be telling it to his friends and well-wishers. So I think the best way to go by improving market penetration is to really sit down with both the operators and the regulator to work to improve the payment of claims in the industry. I know as a regulator, there are a lot that has been done, like the introduction of the complaint bureau in NAICOM, where all claim issues are settled and what have you. But I think there's still a lot that needs to be done.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Sulaiman. From your perspective, we can understand that the contribution of insurance in Nigeria plays a vital role in the growth of the economy. However, the Nigerian insurance sector needs the right mechanism to thrive and take lead in Africa. Thank you for your perspective. Now, let's talk about Takaful. Takaful is a segment of the insurance industry that can boost financial inclusion. From your expertise, what are the potentials for Takaful in developing economies like Nigeria?
Well, the potential for Takaful, as I've already said, in any environment, in any climate where there is low penetration, there is as well a high opportunity for both insurance in general and Takaful in particular. Like what I've said earlier, in some of the research we have seen about one of the major reasons to a particular segment of Nigerian society that prevent them from going into insurance is the issue of faith. So there are people that feel like insurance is not in tandem with their beliefs and what have you. So I believe the introduction of this Takaful, as we can see, though the development, the Takaful operators are still, their operation are still abysmal, but we still feel like there is a lot that needs to be done in terms of sensitization. The issue of the Takaful, unlike the conventional, well, both of them need that sensitization, but Takaful in particular, because a lot of people, even though currently we have like 5 companies that are selling Takaful products, but you go to a place and in fact, just last week I was discussing with a senior banker actually that he was telling me that he is very naive. He doesn't know how the issue of this Takaful and what have you operate. So to tell you the intensity and the need for us to do a lot of sensitization. So people need to know. People need to know, first of all, there is what does that Takaful means, then how can they access Takaful policies. So a lot of, in fact, we cannot emphasize the importance of sensitization. So all hands need to be on deck, both the operators, the regulators, and the or interested wealthy individuals made policies that really offered great value to the customers. Because even if I want to buy insurance, if the operator cannot provide a policy that suits my own needs, there's nothing I can do about that. So I think these two issues that we need to work on that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sulaiman. And we also heard that Takaful could also have a positive impact on insurance penetration. But for this to happen, the regulator, NAICOM, the Islamic communities and Sharia scholars will have a role to play to communicate Takaful and its benefits to the populace. What is the best way that Takaful operators can deepen personal life insurance as advocated by NAICOM?
Okay, yeah, as I've just said now, it's, the issue of personal line product has to do with like a tailor-made, like the operators studying the market and come up with products that are really aimed to solve the market problem, the customer's problem. Like I've said earlier, even if I want to take on Takaful policies, if the operator cannot be able to present a proposal for me that will take care of my problem, there's nothing I can do. So the issue is for the operators, instead of just copying the product that we already have in the conventional market, they should go down to the customers. They should go down to the small and medium scale businesses, really study them and understand their insurance need before coming up with such products. This is what we call the tailor-made product that I'm talking about. So
and we also add that there is need for enlightenment on the product. And this is where the support of regulators like NAICOM, they need to support the operators in order to achieve this.
Yes, we've been doing that, and also, like, for example, even yesterday, that's 6th of October 2021, there is a sensitization workshop for the firefighters. So last week we had a one for small and medium scale businesses in Lagos. There was the one we had in Kano and what have you. So there are a lot of programs that are lined up from this year up to the end, and there are numerous of them that are coming in 2021. So I believe it's not enough, but the Commission is doing its best, and we'll still keep on pushing and see how we can collaborate with the operators to achieve the aim of sensitization in the market.
Well done, thank you. So let's look at digitalization. How can technology be leveraged to scale Takaful across Nigeria?
The issue of technology it's not just only for Takaful. Just like what we have seen, the unprecedented development in the banking sector with the coming of fintech, the issue of mobile money and what have you. So I think the future for insurance industry is to embrace innovation and technology, like the new concept of Insurtech, the use of all this blockchain data, the artificial intelligence, and the future analytics and what have you. So like what we've seen in the fintech, we are dealing with the set of people we call the millennials. Most of the young people now, they are born in the era of telecommunication, social media, and what have you. So they are really demanding they are very fast. They are used to doing things at the comfort of their home and what have you. So the demand is huge. So the best thing for the industry is to really embrace this innovation, and the sky will be the limit. I'm happy to see the regulator is being proactive in that respect with the introduction of the NAICOM portal, and also recently, anytime from now, we are expecting the Commission to issue a guidelines on regulatory sandbox. Regulatory sandbox is a platform where all these innovations and Insurtech will come up with new ideas and introduce it in a controlled environment, supervised by the regulator, just like a pilot. So after the piloting, the regulator will review it. If there is if it's okay with the current extant laws and whatever, it will give approval. So I think we are going that way, inshallah. Yeah.
All right. I believe fintech is the future of Islamic finance, and not only Takaful. And I like the fact that you said the NAICOM regulator, they are trying to work toward on innovation for the benefit of the Islamic operators, Islamic finance operators. Now, at the moment, the operation of Takaful in Nigeria is still at the low level of development. From what we've talked so far, let's look at how NAICOM plan to provide effective regulations that will expand its frontier in the country.
Well, like what I've said earlier, the theme is awareness and more awareness. So as we are going now, and there are a lot of programs that are lined up from now to end of this year, from January to December next year. There are a lot of them. So NAICOM is trying its best within its own ability and resources. And if you would, as an insider, I know a lot of capacity building that the NAICOM is doing with its own staff, like the issue of risk-based supervision, which the Takaful operators are expected to be exposed to from the beginning. So they will be regulated based on the risk-based capital and whatever. So there are a lot of capacity building that is going within the commission, within the staff of the commission that are in charge of supervision, inspection, and authorization and policies. So then another issue is the issue of like what you said, issue of collaboration with by NAICOM and the operators in the areas of encouraging them to study the market and come up with the policies that align with the needs of the operators. There's a lot of things that are ongoing, and inshallah, I believe by next year we will begin to see a lot of impact in that regard, inshallah.
Recently, at the Islamic Finance and Insurance webinar, you highlighted the gaps of lack of awareness and lack of skill manpower in the Takaful segment. How can NAICOM partner with the operators to bridge the gap?
Well, the issue of, in addition to that, we have three major challenges with Takaful at the moment. The two you have mentioned, in addition to that, there is issue of Sharia compliant investment avenues. Because if you look at it, as it is now, the investment avenues for the couple operator, they are very minimal at present. So at least the coming of Sukuk, federal government Sukuk, is very promising, because we've noticed like almost after every 2 years there is an issue and what have you. So, but also I would like to see a situation where apart from the sovereign school, we should have like a corporate school where I believe the chunk of the opportunities will be there, where a corporate organization can decide to raise funds using Sukuk, not only allowing it for the government and whatever. If we can be able to reach that level, the challenge with our operators would be minimal. For the issue of lack of skilled manpower, like there is currently a number of institutions that are coming up. The III in Kano, and another institute in ABU, Unilag, and what have you. So I believe gradually things are beginning to pick up, and there are a lot of online institutions that one can study such courses online. And still, the issue of enlightenment cannot be overemphasized. Like what you are doing now, your TV station and other media outlets that are really propagating anything Islamic finance. You need to do more in order to let people know the avenues where one can develop himself and what have you. Coming down to the commission, as we've been doing, we are collaborating with IOFI, that's IFSB, Islamic Financial Services Board, which is a standard setting organization. Yes, that is based in Malaysia. The commission is a member. As a full member, we are entitled to always seek for their expertise to come down and train the NAICOM staff, are also the operators. So we've been doing, we had an IFSB workshop. I think the last time was 2 years ago. So we are planning to have another one beginning of next year, maybe January or February, first quarter of next year, inshallah. So we normally invite the operators together with our staff to come, and the program is facilitated by the IFSB Secretariat. We identify key technical areas where the commission and the operators needs a lot of capacity building, and the staff of the Secretariat participated on it. So the three we had were highly successful, and we intend to continue doing that, inshallah. Another one, there is also a collaboration with IOP, that's the Accounting Auditing Organization of Islamic Financial Institutions. So though we have not gone far, but there are a collaboration between the Commission and IOP to see how we can leverage on their knowledge to come down and train some of our operators and the internal NAICOM staff, inshallah.
Indeed, Nigeria has great potentials for Takaful insurance, considering its large population and Muslim community, coupled with the fact that Takaful is for all, irrespective of faith, as you've explained. And that was an interesting session with you, Mr. Sulaiman, Zubairu, Head Takaful Unit, National Insurance Commission, NAICOM. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. The insurance sector will play a vital role in the diversification of the economy by bringing necessary stability, economic sustainability, revenue generation, job creation, and financial inclusiveness. Also, Takaful industry in Nigeria has witnessed steady growth since the year 2003. As of Q2 2021, the country had 5 Takaful companies, 4 full-fledged and 1 window with 120 products approved by the regulator NAICOM. And that will be all for this edition. Visit our website, groceryng.com, for more updates on Islamic finance, weekly news and videos. Until next week Friday, stay safe, stay good.